Hey everyone, welcome to the GRE How To Series, where we make studying for the GRE a lot more tolerable. Today we're going to talk about how to use Migos to study for the GRE Verbal section. Hey everyone, welcome back. I am definitely in a phone booth, but I have been reflecting on my GRE test experience since I just took it, trying to figure out how best to create the videos that would be most helpful for you when you take your test. And what I realized in preparing for the GRE verbal section, there's just so much more that's necessary to get ready for it than just simply memorizing a whole bunch of vocabulary words. I think that what's just as important is doing what I like to call context spotting, because I just remember sometimes reading sentences and not understanding what the heck was going on. And the first step for me was just to try to figure out what was going on before I could even think about the kinds of words I was looking for to fill in the blanks in both the text completion and the sentence equivalents. So then I started to think about another instance in which I rarely know what's going on, and I started thinking about the fact that I really like listening to Migos while I'm studying, mostly because you never know which song starts and when the next song begins, because they often sound the same. But I realized, I could actually build this skill set in other contexts as well, not just with my head in the books or doing practice questions or practice tests. So to articulate this, I'm gonna use one of my favorite songs, Too Much Jewelry, because it's like my life. I have way too much jewelry. You know what? Let me just put the lyrics up so that you can kind of get what I'm talking about. I just spent a cool half a ticket on my jewelry. So clear white diamonds make my eyesight blurry. Excuse me, I have on too much jewelry. Never too much, never. They sound a lot cooler than me when they say the lyrics. For this exercise, so we understand what I'm talking about when I say context spotting, we're going to focus on the word ticket. If you already know what ticket means, just roll with me right here. I want to really lay out the thought process on how we're going to figure out what a word means and what the sentence is trying to say. So when we see in the very beginning, let's pretend like ticket is not there and it's a blank. We see in the very beginning, we see he spent something. So it's like, okay, so he spent something. That means ticket or this blank is some form of currency that's going to get someone something. And next you see that it's on jewelry and he starts describing clear white diamonds. Okay, clear white diamonds. What I know about diamonds is that cut, clarity, and other things. Oh, color. Color are really important for diamond quality, and the clearer they are, the more expensive they are. Okay, so we're going to take a step back and we're going to see that he spent a lot of money or some form of currency on, I would imagine, a high quality diamond. Next, you're going to start bringing in outside information, maybe a cultural context. In this example, I'd say, I don't know what ticket means, but I know that racks are $1,000. So because a rack is $1,000 and he didn't say rack, and I know that he has very, very high quality diamonds that definitely cost more than $1,000, I'm gonna guess that a ticket means $1 million. See? It's a little bit of detective work, but there are enough clues to try to figure out what in the world is going on, and that's how you're going to really figure out how to win on both the text completion and the sentence equivalence problems. If you look it up in the Urban Dictionary, you see that a ticket is $1 million. So, this is something that you can practice on whatever music you like, whatever newspaper articles that you read. When you see a word that you don't know, read around it. Try to understand what the context is. Try to understand what it seems like the writer is trying to say, and then give your best guess on what that word means. Only after you do that kind of analysis is when I recommend actually looking up the word. So have fun practicing this, and let me know if you want me to break down any other kinds of songs or content that can really help us, do well in the GRE. I think it's really cool to be able to mix up your studying so that it's not just this dry 5-pound book experience for a couple months. So if this video was helpful for you, please give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. I'll see you next time.